Our next speaker will take that perspective. How does the Internet of Things connect to customers in a way that customers are ready to pay, and not only pay once, but on a regular basis, because that's what CRM is about. And we are very happy that Marc Hoenke is here to explain how it works. Thank you. Hello, Marc.
Hello.
The stage is yours.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Nice to be here. Thank you so much. Into the Internet of Things was a very interesting motto for us, because the last few years we've been saying it's not about things, it's about people, and it's not people in general, it's about your customers, the customers of your company. So we said, let's rephrase that again. We did it a few years ago, but we do it today again. It's about into the Internet of Customers. Because behind every device, every machine, every app, and every mobile device, there's a customer. And potentially, or hopefully, it's your customer. And you need to be able to work with these customers through all the channels you have available for them. And that's where we want to help you. Before I start my presentation, I would like to switch briefly to the iPad over here. So, is it already showing up? Can we switch to the iPad? Here we go. So, who in the audience would have thought that this application, I think you all know it, right? You probably played around with it. That this application runs on Salesforce. Who knew that? Who kind of expected that? Nobody. So that's why I'm here today. Salesforce has grown beyond CRM a lot, and we want to help you connect to your customers in a whole new way, and I'm going to tell you more about Salesforce. Back to the PowerPoint, please. At the end of the presentation, I have some small demo for you where we look at the backside of those robots, how they are communicating with us through the Salesforce platform, and we can see actually what they are producing. I love this slide. Salesforce is a stock-traded company. Every buying decision for our stock or our products needs to be based on technology as we have it available today. You can read this slide on our website. Thank you. So, get that over with. Let's have a look at this video.
With your customers, run your business from your phone, and drive success across your entire company faster. Salesforce is the customer success platform for your business. Sales Cloud lets you sell faster from anywhere. Service Cloud provides amazing and instant customer service. Marketing Cloud creates one-to-one personalized journeys for every customer. Analytics Cloud revolutionizes the way you understand your company's data. Community Cloud connects all of your customers, partners, and employees. And the Salesforce One platform with Lightning gives you a secure, trusted platform to quickly build modern custom business apps for any department with either clicks or code. Finally, companies of any size, across any industry, have a new path to success. Connect your customers in a whole new way with Salesforce.
So, for those who thought Salesforce is about CRM only in a traditional sense, we are still about CRM, but CRM has developed over the last 15 years that we are here as a company. And CRM today is also connecting your products, your devices, your machines with your customers, or connecting them with your service center to help your customers in a whole new way. We started IT back in the 60s with a few mainframes across the world, maybe a few hundred at first, later a few thousand, and we moved to the client-server space where there were millions of devices, and now we're talking about billions of devices being connected. And we want to help companies arrive in this world, arrive in this cloud-first world, in this mobile-first world, where everything comes from the cloud, where everything is connected to each other. And we introduced this whole new technology model. Salesforce was founded on the thought of Marc that it was so easy to buy a book on Amazon, but it was so hard to work with enterprise software back in those days. You had to have a lot of technicians, you had to have your own servers. It was very costly, it was very cumbersome. And that thought, why is it so easy to buy a book on Amazon and why is enterprise software so hard, has sparked this company to what it is today. Salesforce is 15 years old now, and we're the world's #1 CRM company. But not only that, we're the world's most admired software company because of the innovation we bring. And I can personally confirm it's a great company to work for. And according to Forbes, 4 years in a row now, we're the world's most innovative company because of that technology drive and the focus on the customers. But what really makes me proud to work at Salesforce, and I hope there's a lot of entrepreneurs in this room, is the 1-1-1 model that we introduced. 1% of our equity, 1% of our product, and 1% of the employees' time is being invested in social projects. We have over 24,000 non-profit organizations working on Salesforce technology today for free or for highly reduced prices. We have spent 80 million in equity to non-profit organizations to help them run their business. And we as employees have spent over 800,000 hours really working with non-profit organizations. So I personally spend 6 days of my time per year working on the Ottobrunner Tisch. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't know it. I collect food and distribute food for the poor in a region somewhere in southern of Germany. And this is what really makes me proud to work for a company like this. This enables this. It was easy to introduce this model 15 years ago when the company had hardly any employees and no product and no equity. But you see what it brings 15 years or 16 years later. When you're interested in this for your company, for your organization, have a look at sharethemodel.org because we want to spread this thought. Because if every company in the world would do this, this world would be a much better place. So please embrace this. Sorry, wrong button. As we have grown so big, people tend to think we only have enterprise customers as our clients. But that's absolutely not true. There's a few famous German startups up here, like SumUp, probably you know of them, Regiondo, Lieferheld. These are all Salesforce customers, and they work with our solutions. But also larger, more Mittelstand-like customers here in Germany, like Zeiss or Weiland, they work on Salesforce solutions. And this is fueling our growth. Because with our model, our subscription model, it's very different. If our customers are not happy, it's a lot easier for them to go away because they didn't invest in servers and they didn't invest in the software and didn't invest in a huge IT department to set it all up. They had a browser and a PC and connected to our product. So we really need to focus on keeping our customers happy. That's a very large aspect of our work. Going back to the Internet of Customers, where we started off. So it was a world where IT was something for the big corporates, and now the consumers have taken over IT, and the consumers really are leading the way, or the consumer technology is really leading the way into enterprise IT. The whole social revolution that we now talk about, the social enterprise or collaborative social working within interactive intranets, or the whole mobile. I see a lot of mobile phones here in the room being used. It's all about mobility today. This also came from the consumer side of the business. And now everything is being connected. So we have here an example, the motorbike. Actually, it's Zero bikes. It's an electrical motorbike. It's a customer of ours in San Francisco. And it's connected to our platform. So the user per app can see the status of his motorbike, gets warnings, etc. And this is the connection I'm talking about, connecting with your customers through mobile devices, integrating your products in that whole experience, having your products, give your products a voice at the end of the day via our platform. The latest wave of technology coming towards us now is the wave of data science. Or, as we like to call it now, we went from systems of record to systems of engagement, and now we're going to systems of intelligence. How to use the data better that is being generated by your products, by your platform, and have that data help your customers better, serve your customers better, bring your customers whole new experiences. And this is what we are prepared for with our platform, and I'm going to show you a bit about that later. However, this is the reality today. 77% of the companies are not connected to their customers using mobile technology or social technology, or having their products play a role in the relationship between them and the product, having their products connected to their service center, the product is connected to their consumers or customers through an app. And this is the gap we see out there, and this is the gap we want to help everybody with. And it's not about the Internet of Things, it's about the Internet of Customers. Behind every device, there's a customer, preferably your customer. And how are you going to close the loop between all your internal employees, your products out there with your customers, and your customers using the products? And even close the loop with your partners, because many customers of our customers have reselling partners, and they need to play a role in that ecosystem as well. How do you integrate your partners in working with your products and your customers? So if you have a heating device at your customer's home, how do you connect the heating device with your service center, but also with the partner who needs to go and fix that heating device, preferably even before the customer knows that the heating device is not working? And exactly this kind of scenario is what we are talking about with the Internet of Customers. So connecting your partners, your employees, your products, and your customers in one ecosystem. That's where the Customer Success Platform comes in. It's a beautiful name for a beautiful portfolio of products. I'm going to quickly run you through them. This is what you know Salesforce about. It's a Sales Cloud. It's the world's most used CRM system out there. As you can see, fully mobile, works on every device, even on your smartwatch. And yes, we are a partner now also for the Apple Watch, the iWatch. Fully social, everything within the products is interactive in a way that you can share with your colleagues. Like within a feed, you know the feeds function from Twitter or Facebook, the same feed we have in our products, but instead of posts from your friends and family, you see posts from projects that you are involved in, or posts from files you are working on, or posts from your colleagues who want to share something with you, or an update on a record that you are following, or your sales quota. If you're in sales, you really like to know where your quota is at the moment, your performance. That's the Sales Cloud. Salesforce is also the #1 service application in the world with our Service Cloud. It comes in two flavors. There's the big Service Cloud, which is fully enterprise enabled, and we have desk.com, which is more suitable for smaller sized companies and has a different feature set. As you can see here, also the Service Cloud is fully mobile. You can actually, if you would work in a contact center, you can take your iPad and work from home, or work from the park around the corner and work on your cases there, because it's a fully mobile application. A nice feature, as you saw in the video, maybe you captured it, maybe you didn't. We have an SOS button. You can integrate that SOS button in any application on any mobile device, and it immediately connects your customer to your service center, through the Service Cloud, and you can have face-to-face conversation from any app running on the application on the phone of your customer. It's called the SOS button. What you probably didn't know is that we are also one of the leading marketing applications in the world. So for creating one-on-one customer journeys, personalized content, sending emails, sending SMSs out, having your geofences out there that trigger responses to your customers when they are near. That's all powered by the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. And the beauty, of course, of it all is that at the center, there's only one view of the customer. And that's the danger if you work with many different systems, if you work with legacy systems, or if you work with different systems, that there's no single view of the customer. Imagine how important it is for the customer if he gets sold something by the sales rep. which works with the same data the person in the service center works with, who works with the same data the people in marketing work with. So that there's one experience for the customer, and you don't have to repeat who you are. You don't have to enter your data many times. The company knows who you are, your relationship with them, regardless of channel and regardless of department talking with them. Also, the same scenario goes for the community cloud. Community cloud, you can build it for your customers, self-service communities, for instance. You can build it for your partners to work on deals together. If you have a partner, those of you who have partners, you all know the challenge to keep them up to date with your latest product developments, to keep them up to date with the latest sales materials you provide with them, how difficult it is to work with them on sales scenarios on one customer. But if you do it together in one community community portal for your partners, then all information comes together and all information is up to date and all information is shared by the people who need to see it. Analytics, our latest baby in the family. The Analytics Cloud was introduced last fall at Dreamforce. And the Analytics Cloud is able to pull all data from the Salesforce platform in, but it's also able to work with any kind of data, structured and unstructured, from any system. And I'm going to show you a bit how the Analytics Cloud works in a second. And it's what we call analytics for the rest of us. You don't need to be a data scientist to work with the Analytics Cloud. It's for those people who are out there in the field, like your sales reps or your service reps or the people in the marketing department. They can work with the Analytics Cloud and they don't need a degree in science for that. And here we come. Here's where the circle closes. At the beginning, I showed you briefly the application RoboChop was built on, or RoboChop application. RoboChop was built on the Heroku platform. And we have got two platforms as a service at Salesforce. We got the Heroku platform, which you commonly use for your application, which are customer focusing. So the ones on the mobile phones for your customers, like you see here, Bloomingdale's or Westfield as customer examples. These apps have been built on the Heroku platform and connect to the Salesforce backend systems of those companies. Lyft, maybe you know Lyft. Lyft is kind of an Uber in San Francisco, a bit different character. Also, the Lyft app is built on Heroku. And on the other hand, we have Force.com. Force.com is our platform as a service for your internal applications, all mobile, of course, but these are your employee-facing applications. The Force.com platform is the platform we have built our own products on. So Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, they have been built on Force.com. And now we're going to have a brief look inside of RoboChop. So wait till my iPad appears. Here we go. So we have connected the robots who are producing the cubes back in the room with our platform. And now I want to have a look at what they are doing for me. So every time a cube gets produced, we get a post from the robot. And here, for instance, the cube where number 440 has been produced. It's going to be shipped to the United Kingdom. And there's a timestamp to this. Any kind of data, this is just for demonstration purposes, but any kind of data the robot produces, we can pull into this feed and monitor it. You can, within your organization, you can mention people, like here, Gunther and Friede, who's a colleague of mine. He's being mentioned. So you can say, this robot always mentions this person, etc., etc. You can think of any different scenario. This is what the robot produces. You can also imagine that sometimes, of course, these are fantastic robots. These are KUKA robots, so they don't break down. But in case a robot would break down, you can see that our cloud is connected to the robot and producing service cases that immediately goes into the service center, and the people in the service center can work on the cases, looking at all the information, what's going on with the robot, what needs to be fixed here. What is interesting for all of you who like the numbers is that, of course, you can have a look at what the robots are doing. So these are the dashboards for today. At the moment, we have 240 cubes being produced. You can see that the robots are not split equally. Robot number 3 is far more active than the other robots, so we need to talk to the other robots. Why are they so slow? Why are they not doing their work properly? And you can see that the number of cubes per day is rising. The whole RoboShop installation has been tested for a long time now, so you see that in the beginning there were not too many chops, but now during CeBIT the peak is going up. This is a bit static, let's put it like that, so we're going to have a look at our analytics cloud. We're going to have a look at what our robots are doing, and this is what we mean by analytics for the rest of us. It's very intuitive. You don't need a large training to understand that you can look at your data in this way. You can play around with it. So this is per robot. We have 3 robots in here at the moment. I'm going to go to the home screen. Going to look at the data feed coming in. So, and I can determine, at the moment we have 240 cuts, and I can determine very easily, I want to group the cuts by robot. No, I want to by country, let's do that. And I want to view it in a donut, or I rather prefer the bar chart. This is a really, really simple scenario. There's not much data in here, and it's just to illustrate to all of you that analytics for the rest of us, analytics that makes fun, and not a department that you have to work with, which is far too complicated. So we all invite, if this is interesting to you, the products you shared here, the demos I shared with you, we're upstairs on your right side. Talk to us, and we're going to get in more depth with these solutions. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Marc. Thank you, Marc. So one advice. If you look at these figures, if you want to tune into the offers you were describing right now, what's the most important perspective you have to take if you want to take advantage of those kind of numbers you were showing?
Mm-hmm. So the number part or the in general part?
Okay, you got 2 shots.
Okay, I think I can answer the question with the same thing. So,
well then you got 1 shot.
In most decisions you as a company make, your most important stakeholder is not at the table.
Yeah.
It's your customer.
Yeah.
But your customer has a voice. Mm-hmm. With all the information they produce by using your product, using your application, using your website, they're giving you signals. They say, I want this improved. The conversion rate on this page is bad, or this part of the experience is not good. The customer is telling you a lot by their behavior. So make sure you interpret the data in such a way that you understand what the customers want, and then change how you offer them your service, how you sell them the product, how you optimize the application or whatever. Your customers have a voice, and this is the voice.
Excellent. Thank you, Marc.
You're welcome.
If you are a potential customer of those sorts of applications, Marc will be right up there.
Exactly.
Happy to talk to you, or one of his colleagues. Thank you for being here.
Okay.
And we're going to tune into the next session, which is hosted by another partner of Codan.